earlier in the week, Coach Saban talked about all the people that, most of the people, in fact, that didn't expect him to make it to his 10th A-Day. You're looking at scenes from his very first A-Day game back in 2007. Now, Alabama went just 7-6 that season. They had to beat Colorado in the Independence Bowl to have a winning record. But since then, Alabama is 98-12 with 4 national championships. So quite a bit has changed since Saban's first season in Tuscaloosa, including the A-Day game. And we're joined now by WVUA 23 sports anchor and reporter Zach Tigert. Zach, spring games weren't always such a big event.
Absolutely. Every year, thousands of Alabama fans flock to Bryant-Denny Stadium in the month of April for their first chance to see the Crimson Tide in the new season. April means A-Day in Tuscaloosa, and while the game is a yearly tradition, the magnitude of the game is relatively new.
We didn't have anywhere near what they do today.
Alabama Athletic Director Bill Battle knows a thing or two about spring games. Battle played for Coach Bryant in the early 60s before coaching at the University of Tennessee in the 70s.
A few thousand people was a good crowd, probably when I was a player and a coach. That wasn't something that a ton of people came to.
Crowds grew as years went on, but in 2007, an unprecedented 92,000 fans turned up to see first-year head coach Nick Saban lead the Crimson Tide. That game set the tone for the Saban era.
I do remember the first A-Day here. That was probably as much to do with the success of the program, because of the energy and enthusiasm and the passion that 91,000 people showed in showing up.
After that day, spring games across the country became a big deal, with other SEC and Power 5 schools urging their fans to come out.
It's mind-boggling. It doesn't happen anywhere else in the country than around the South, and Alabama, I guess, raised the bar to an all-time level.
Alabama held the record for spring game attendance until 2009 when Ohio State hit the 95,000 mark. While attendance has declined recently, Alabama has still averaged over 81,000 fans per game under Saban.
It makes him mad when we don't get that many every year. He thinks everybody's gone complacent on him, but we hope it'll be a good crowd this Saturday.
And the fans have been out since about 8 o'clock this morning when I first got here, and we've seen those numbers gradually increase standing out here in front of Reese Pfeiffer. So we may just see a new attendance record set today. Gary?